All right, last time we took a look at the underrated players for your fantasy football draft 2013. This time we're going to take a look at the overrated players, give you a couple of different guys at the major positions that I think are overrated. Not too many quarterbacks really overrated. Cam Newton is still my #1 guy, but I've already picked on him enough, so I won't go any further than that. Tom Brady would be my #2 guy. Again, a solid quarterback like Cam Newton. He's going to throw for 4,000 yards. He's probably going to still reach 30 touchdowns. The problem with Brady is that his draft price is 36, and that's off high for a quarterback not of the Breeze Rodgers caliber to go. I would much rather have Tom Brady in the 50s or low 60s as a draft spot. And so I just think he's overvalued at the position that he's at. At running back, you've got Alfred Morris. Alfred Morris's average draft position is 11. Like Alfred Morris, but I don't think he's quite as good as some other guys that are going much later than he is, at least as far as running backs go, much later than he is. Matt Forte is going later than he is. Steven Jackson is. Maurice Jones-Drew. I like Alfred Morris, but he's a zero factor in the passing game. And I think that RG3 is going to throw more touchdown passes this year, this time, and so that just drops down Morris's value. The other one is a much bigger one, I think, and that's David Wilson. Wilson is going right around pick 38. I don't really think by the end of the year David Wilson's even going to be the starter. I think Andre Brown's the better player. He's a better receiver. He's a better pass blocker. And on the whole, I think Andre Brown's a much better player than he is. And so Wilson at 38 is vastly overrated. He should be going somewhere where Andre Brown is in the mid-5s and 6 rounds. At the wide receiver spot, you've got Wes Welker of the Broncos. He's going about pick 44. Welker, a great player. He's going to catch a number of passes, but the Broncos already have a lot of weapons. And Welker's probably going to be one of those guys that gets 4 or 5 touchdowns. He might end up with 800 yards instead of 1,000. He might have 80 catches instead of 110. And so people are overpaying for him. And then Dwayne Bowe, I've never been a big Dwayne Bowe fan. I never thought he's lived up to the talent level that he has. He's going to pick 43. A lot of people love him because Andy Reid loves to pass, and the Chiefs certainly have a better quarterback in Smith, and they have now a better offensive line and a game that's much more offensive than it was under Romeo Crennel. But I don't think Dwayne Bowe is that great of a football player to begin with. 43 is awful high for him. There are guys that are being picked much later, such as Eric Decker, that are better players than Dwayne Bowe is. And so I think you're just you're taking a gamble on a relatively early pick for a guy that's just not that special. And the only tight end I could really find I thought was overvalued was Vernon Davis. Davis is a solid tight end, but he also clearly falls into that group of tight ends that are good but not great. He doesn't fit into the top 4 at all, and as such, he's going to pick 52. And I just don't see why anyone would take Vernon Davis in the late 4th, early 5th round, depending on how many teams you have. Davis is a guy that should be going well into the 8th and 9th round. And at the same time, you'd find someone like a Greg Olsen or even a Martellus Bennett going. So those are my guys for overrated for 2013. Brady, Newton, Welker, Bowe, Wilson, Morris, and Vernon Davis.